Hi guys, it's Hani here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Boy, do I have a surprise for you today. Today we're going to make these adorable LOL surprise dolls. These are little outrageous little mini baby dolls. Although I thought that LOL means laughing out loud, I got really confused. So I know, it's crazy, right? But don't tell anyone. I'm also teaming up with Zoe from Zoe's Fancy Cakes, and Zoe's gonna show you how to make ultra rare Queen Bee LOL surprise doll. You can check it out on her YouTube channel, link is in the description box under the video. And I'm gonna show you how to make two dolls, Queen Bee and the unicorn. So let's get started. First I'm going to make the eyes as royal icing transfers. I'm gonna start with white. Then we're going to use teal and black and a little bit of white for reflection. Because we're making two dolls, we're gonna make two different colored eyes. Here I'm placing a piece of acetate sheet on top of my template, starting with white. Make sure that the white is rather thick. It should be about 25, even 30-second consistency, just so you don't get a cave-in. Use your needle tool to smooth the top, and then you can continue by adding a layer of teal for the iris, and then we're gonna add the pupil with black, and then 4 dots for the reflection. So this will be the eye for the unicorn doll. For the Queen Bee doll, the iris is going to be brown. You can make these ahead of time and store them in an airtight container. I would say give these at least 12 hours to dry before you try to peel off the acetate sheet. Now we're gonna make the ears. I'm also making these as royal icing transfers using white royal icing. First I'm going to do the outer section, then we are going to let that crust, which will take about 5 minutes because these are rather small, and then you can fill in the middle. I'm also making bangs as royal icing transfers. Alright, so we've got all our transfers done, and now we can start decorating the cookies. So you can see here I made a paper template. I cut out the main outlines, and then using edible marker I'm just going to trace these on a cookie. Now you can just finish it up just so it's clear where you're gonna pipe. Now we're gonna start with white royal icing, about 15-second consistency. Immediately after, you can follow with light pink. Use your needle tool to shape the icing while it's still wet. And then we're gonna have to repeat this on the other side, although the center is going to be a different color. Now you can make the ears with skin tone royal icing. To make the skin tone royal icing, I like to use ivory, and I also like to add just a touch of pink food coloring. I'm going to do this part of her hair in sections, although I'm not waiting for the sections to dry. And you're gonna have to use a needle tool to kind of shape the icing, accentuate the corners, and make the edges clean. Now you can carefully pick up the eye and attach the eye on the cookie. Make sure that everything is crusted before you start icing the face with skin tone royal icing. I'm using about 15-second consistency. When making royal icing transfer eyes, I find it's always better to make the eyes slightly bigger, because as you see, when you're adding the icing around it, you cover part of the eye, so making it bigger kind of compensates that. Now we're gonna add the horn. To make the horn, use icing that is thicker Stiff icing works really well. And I colored my real icing with some ivory, and I added just a touch of yellow. We're going to paint it with gold luster dust afterwards. Now we can attach, once everything is dry, we can attach the ears, and then we're going to work on the headband. So I'm using icing that is about 20-second consistency. I'm also going to outline the ears, and then I decided to add a little shimmer to my cookie, so we're going to dust it with white sanding sugar. Now peel off the bangs, attach the bangs on a cookie with a little bit of royal icing, and just with a back and forth motion you can make it stick to your cookie. Now for the cheeks, I'm just adding a little bit of pink using a dry food only paintbrush and petal dust. Now I'm just going to make some pretty swirls with the different colors. Then we're gonna have to let these dry, and then you can attach them onto the headband. I used star tip number 16 to make the swirls, or rosettes, whatever you want to call these. Now use piping consistency black royal icing to make the eyelashes. Make the mouth with pink, nose with edible marker, and you can also finish the ears with edible marker. For all the tools used in this tutorial, check the description box under the video. All the links are there. Now we're gonna paint the horn with luster dust mixed with a little bit of extract. Let everything dry, and then you can use piping consistency black royal icing. I am using PME tip number 1.5 to outline everything. Alright, so now we can start on that ultra rare queen bee. Attach the eyes, and now we're gonna work on the hair. So I'm gonna do the hair in sections. I colored my royal icing with a little bit of ivory, and I also added some yellow to it to get this shade. And I'm using about 15-second consistency. Here I'm using gold sanding sugar. I'm going to let this crust for about 20 minutes or so, and then we're gonna continue adding more layers. Again, I'm going to dust it with gold sanding sugar. Let that crust, and then you can make the face. To color my royal icing, I used brown food coloring and orange food coloring. Now let that crust, then you can add the ears. Now we're gonna do the bangs. Make the eyelashes. And the last step is going to be outlining using black royal icing. Now, outlining on sanding sugar can be a little tricky. Make sure that you anchor the ends, otherwise sometimes the line can literally take off. It happened a few times to me. By anchoring, I mean that you touch the surface really firmly so it sticks to it. And there you have it. Super adorable. This was such a fun project. LOL surprise doll. So today we made unicorn and queen bee. I also have 2 more dolls that I will be showing you later on. And also, guys, don't forget to check out how to make beautiful cake by Zoe from Zoe's Fancy Cakes. I'm going to include the link to her tutorial in the description box under the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it thumbs up and be sure to share it on social media. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.